This is an occasion where very proudly sharing the thoughts of experts on the occasion of this inauguration. I, on this occasion, extend our warm welcome to Dr. Varadeshwaran sir, senior most professor, and who taught our teachers here in VIT AP University. And I also welcome the colleagues from VIT AP Universities, VIT Vellur's Academic Staff College, Chennai, Bhopal Academic Staff College, directors, deans, all the people here. And this is also another occasion to meet all of you while inaugurating our Academic Staff College in the presence of our new Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.P. Kottareddy sir. This is a proud privilege to all of us to have a meeting, very august presence of our most respected Honorable Chancellor sir and beloved respected Vice President sir. This is an occasion where Dr. Anita and Professor Samuel Johnson, who are there now taking up the Academic Staff College today as an inauguration. I welcome all of you to this August inauguration ceremony of Academic Staff College. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May I invite Dr. Anita Ethiraj, ma'am, the Deputy Director of Academic Staff College, to give the introduction of Academic Staff College, please. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Anita Ethiraj, and I am a professor in the Department of Physics here in VIT AP University, and I'm also the Deputy Director for the Academic Staff College. It's my immense pleasure to welcome today's chief guest, our founder and Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan sir, Vice President, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kottareddy sir, Registrar sir, all the colleagues of Academic Staff College from Vellore, Chennai, Bhopal campus, and all my colleagues of VIT AP for this virtual inauguration of Academic Staff College at VIT AP University located in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Our vision is to establish Academic Staff College at the forefront of education through developing and promoting a responsive and implementation of innovative teaching learning system for higher education communities to the level of world-class education. Some of the goals of Academic Staff College include continuous capacity building programs for faculty and staff like FDP on pedagogy and online learning, help faculties develop and deliver excellent courses and curricula with the support of instructional technology and media, both physical and virtual mode, industry connect for teaching and learning pedagogy, train the trainer certification courses as well as offer certificate courses for educational leadership, research publication on teaching and engineering education pedagogy, international university collaborative workshop conferences on instructional design, innovative engineering education pedagogy. Our mission is to basically accelerate the teachers and students towards an efficient and enjoyable education interaction through exposure of innovative teaching, learning technologies, methodologies, and research-based ideas. This will enable creating 21st century professors who can deal with teaching skills for millennium generation. To conclude, we want to actively engage every section of the Academic Staff College VIT AP in transforming the digital education landscape of the university. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. May I now invite our technical staff, Ravi sir, to play the plague where our Chancellor, Honorable Chancellor Dr. G. Vishwanathan sir will inaugurate virtually the ASE plague.
I'm happy to inaugurate the Academic Staff College of VIT, Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you, dear Chancellor, sir, for your inaugural. Now, I would request our Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. S.V. Kota Reddy, the Vice Chancellor of VIT AP University, to give his inaugural address.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Honorable Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Vice President, Mr. G.V. Selvam, Registrar, Dr. Shivkumar, Deputy Director, ASC, Dr. Anita Etiraj, Assistant Director, ASC, Professor Samuel Johnson, Deans, Section Heads, faculty and staff members from the VIT group institutions, dear faculty and staff members of VIT AP. Today is my third day in VIT AP. I joined here on 16th November, and 16th November onwards, I have series of meetings with deans. I'm truly honored to be part of VIT family. I'm very delighted to be part of this growing family, and very happy to participate in this inaugural ceremony. I'm trying to understand what are the various the process and then the administrative activities that are happening in VIT AP last 2.5 days. I have not completed the day yet, therefore I'm saying 2.5 days. But it's very, encouraging. And I've seen what I understood is with the interaction with the limited people, I understood that there is a great commitment, and the people are very much family oriented, I can say. As Chancellor sir mentioned, the VIT family, I'm seeing that it is truly a family. And when I was interviewed by Honorable Chancellor, he mentioned that VIT AP you should take to the next level. But then, sir, actually with this dream team what we have in AP, VIT AP, I'm confident that we will take to the next level, and we will be on par with international reputed universities. I'm very confident on that. Then, apart from the other meetings, what I understood is that there are some areas where we need to improve. And actually, the best thing in my, the joining first week itself, we are inaugurating this. Actually, the VIT AP reached to another milestone. So it's a milestone. And this kind of the academic staff college is the concept new. Actually, it's a very good name. I have not seen this kind of academic staff college in other universities, but it's a very unique name. And then, of course, the objectives are very clearly mentioned to conduct FDPs, MDPs, then FO, faculty orientation programs, etc. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. It is true. Every one of us, or each one of us, should learn continuously, till we end our life. Suppose if somebody thinks that I learned everything, nothing to learn, then his or her graph will fall. That is actually the fall. Therefore, everybody, all faculty and staff members, everyone has to continuously learn. I'm confident that this newborn academic staff college will cater to all the needs of faculty development. And when I was interacting first day with our vice president, he mentioned that we need to go for NAC accreditation. That is actually, we need to start the work towards that. And now actually, the primary job for this newborn academic staff college is to conduct FDPs on OBTL, outcome-based teaching learning. Actually, 2 days back, I was thinking how to conduct the FDPs. In fact, yesterday only I came to know that this is going to be inaugurated, then immediately my job is done. Okay, I was thinking in my mind that, okay, now God has given the solution. Okay, now I'm sure that this newborn academic staff college will take up this FDPs on OBTM. And another very good thing we should do is, the academic staff college should do is organizing the design thinking workshops. Actually, I've seen in past that design thinking is a new concept wherein the unique problems, identify the problems and find out unique solutions for those problems in a group. Actually, it's a team effort. And with the design thinking workshops, we can identify, we can find out a solution for any complicated problem. So now please take it up. And apart from that, there are many things, of course, in the, Dr. Anita already mentioned that the objectives, but I'll tell you some more things. MDBs also we should conduct, the managerial development programs. These managerial development programs are really useful for enhancing the managerial skills for deans, section heads, then the directors, program coordinators, etc. And not only that, for the non-teaching staff also, they should actually attend this managerial development programs, which will actually enhance their skills. So now I request academic staff college to take up that also. Apart from the faculty orientation program. Faculty orientation programs are really required for the new joinees. Then actually it will help them in many ways to understand the system, they understand the process. It is really required. Otherwise, they will they will be lost in the system. Now, therefore, it is very, very important to us. Actually, I'm confident that the newborn academic staff college will come off with the flying colors. And I request all the faculty and staff members to take the advantage of this academic staff college. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words of appreciation and your guidance. I'm sure under your visionary leadership, we will take academic staff college, into a great mission. Thank you so much. Now I request our dear Vice President, sir, G.V. Selvam, sir. We know, sir, as not just a G.V. Selvam, but green visionary Selvam, because we have seen it in Vellore, we have seen it in Chennai, right here. We have seen how sir has brought in 1 year the entire landscape. Sir, maybe it will be a blessing for us to hear your address, Vice President, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, respected Honorable Chancellor, respected Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and Dean and faculties. As outset, I'd like to welcome our new VC, Dr. S.V.K. Reddy. With this vast experience, we are going to do wonders in VIT AP. So today, we are going to start our academic staff, which is pending for a long time. So there's going to be a tough fight between robos and teachers. Maybe this is first agenda of academic staff college to stop this robo war. Because mostly students depend on Google. Everyone has the world in his hand. So we should be updated. So always we used to say there's no age limit for learning. Our own chancellors are example. At the age of 65, he went to Harvard and for a course, he stayed as a student for 3 months there. So always we should be learning, we should update our knowledge. Because whatever students ask, we should be able to answer. Otherwise, they will answer by Google. Only for PPT, we cannot cover the students. So ultimately, we should be able to handle the students to make them sit without attendance. Then the class should be interesting. The tough situation is online class. How to make the class interesting online. It's very interesting. There should not be quality compromise. Still in India, there's a mindset, if you go for correspondence, the quality compromise is there. In fact, we are discussing with the US University, Arizona University. They say there's no difference between online program or physical program. In fact, fees is also the same. They say the same quality. That's what BIT want to assure. Maybe this situation will continue another 1 year also or 6 months, I don't know. This Corona issue, COVID issue. So we should get ready to teach the students online and how to maintain the quality also. Still, I get feedback. Students are switching on video and they're sleeping or whatever they want. but we cannot control them. But if you have interesting topic, quoting interesting examples, that's very important. Just reading or putting PPT won't attract students. How to attract students? They should give examples. In fact, they say in the business school, there's a case study. So we should give right case studies and examples to attract them. So we are talking about open book exam. So first, faculty should have thorough knowledge on the book. Then only can have question papers on open book. We call it as hard questions. It should be really tough. So we should be updated. How to handle this generation is very difficult because the presence of mind, I think we have 40 or 50 minutes class, very difficult to make the concentration is very difficult for the students. How to make them concentration. We should have in fact, in olden days, they say eye-to-eye contact. Usually teachers, they have eye to eye. They call by name, but we call by number or go for biometric. So as a teacher, as a guru, you should know the student name. Then we will have personal interaction. So each student should know its plus and minus. So that kind of one-to-one interaction we should have. Maybe after a physical opening of the campus, I think definitely it's going to be the first result of Academic Staff College. I hope we have experienced faculty like Dr. Anita, energetic faculty like Dr. Samuel. It's a good combination, energetic and experience. I hope it's going to be very successful. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your graceful talk. Now, may I just request the technical team to keep the play everything away, and it's our time to listen to our beloved, honorable founder, chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, sir, as we call green visionary for G. V. Selvam, sir. This idol is a great visionary, not just a green visionary, who has brought such a big family together. And sir, it's a blessing to hear your words and maybe hear the presidential address from our Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, sir.
Good evening. Vice President Mr. G. V. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Seelam Venkatakota Reddy, Registrar Sivakumar, Dr. Professor Samuel Johnson, Dr. Bragdishwaran, who has joined us, the representatives of Academic Staff College from Vellore, Chennai, and Bhopal, and other professors who have joined this program. Very good evening to you. I'm very happy that the Academic Staff College is being inaugurated today. And I find that there are 190 teachers in AP campus. And the student strength is going to be around 5,000. Is it not, Sivakumar?
Yes, sir, exactly. 4,706.
Yeah. I was thinking about our origin. In 1984, when we started as Vellore Engineering College, we had 180 students and 7 teachers. Now that 7 has become about 2,500 teachers in all the 4 campuses. And the student strength has crossed 50,000 in Vellore, Chennai, Amaravati, and Bhopal. We are growing, but we always consider VIT as a family. In fact, I call it more a family than a university. And we are interested in the growth of others. And I always feel teaching is not a profession. It is more a service than a profession. If at all, if we want to call it a profession, it's a noble profession. Because in no other profession, you create the next generation. And this is a place where teachers create the next generation. I always remember my teachers. What I am today, the birth was given by my parents, but I was made up like this by my teachers. In Tamil, they say, "Uyirai koduthavar petror, uyarvai koduthavar asiriyar." So it's always when you go up, you remember always your teachers. I remember in 1957, when I was entering Loyola College for my BA class, I was struggling for my formation of sentences in English because I studied in Tamil medium in government school. And of course, I was able to pass my intermediate in Boris College, but still, I was afraid of English. Within 2 years, I became an author of English. And by the time I was in MA class, I was a debater, inter-college debater representing Loyola College, both in English and Tamil. It's all because of my teachers, the interest they took in me, and they encouraged. The encouragement which I got from my teachers made me what it was today. So I always feel that this place, of course, Academic Staff College is something like a college for teachers, because you are going to have, as the Vice Chancellor, orientation programs for newcomers as well as the serving teachers, and also training for non-teaching staff. It was in the 1986 National Education Policy, the academic college was thought of. It recommended a comprehensive program for the professional development of teachers in higher education system for quality improvement. And according to them, the functions of the Academic Staff College was to plan, organize, implement, monitor, and evaluate orientation courses for newly appointed teachers. Also to organize refresher courses for servicing teachers and orientation programs for senior administrators of colleges and universities, like principals, professors, registrar, vice chancellor, etc. This was announced in 1986, and subsequently academic staff colleges were formed throughout the country. About 50 of them were formed in that short period. We are a growing nation and we are ambitious. Our Prime Minister says that we should become an advanced country. And economically, we are number 5 in the world. If you take the total GDP of the country, our ranking is 5. Within a short span of 2-3 years, we have overtaken France and UK. Now we are in the 5th position. But if you compare the per capita income of our country, our ranking is somewhere 140 or so. That's because the growth of the country, the benefits of the growth of the country is not reaching all of us. And there is so much inequality in the society. I find that's mainly because of lack of education, particularly higher education. They say, according to one estimate, 73% of the wealth generated in this country goes to 1% of population of this country. And we are the most unequal country in the world. And how can it can be removed or reduced? It is only by higher education. And that is why importance must be given to higher education in our country. No doubt we have grown in higher education. At the time of independence, the gross enrollment ratio or access to higher education was less than 1%, with 18 universities and 500 colleges. Now at present, our gross enrollment ratio is 26%, with about 1,000 universities and 50,000 colleges. But our national education policy announced this year, 2020, it wants the GER to be made to 50%, taken to 50% in a span of 15 years. By 2035, it wants the GER to be 50%, means that the present number of students who are in higher education has to be doubled or even more than double, because by the time the population will be growing. At present, we have about 3.5 crore children attending all the colleges and universities. And by the time 2035, it may go to 8 crores. And how are we going to educate all of them? And who is going to educate them? Unless we get good teachers, higher education will not be a success. We'll have to compete with the globalization. We have to compete with all kinds of countries, all advanced countries. I always say that the students have to be ready for the world market when he goes out of the university. And unless the teachers do it, nobody else can do it. And what is it that the education has achieved? Well, Dr. Radhakrishnan Commission was appointed in 1948, immediately after independence, and which was a very eminent commission of education, presided over by Dr. Radhakrishnan. The members were Dr. Zakir Hussain, who later on became the President of India, Dr. A.L. Mudaliar, and many other luminaries in education. I would like to quote from Dr. Radhakrishnan Commission. The civilized people of the world are puzzled as to why intelligence and education do not bring peace and order, why religion does not bring brotherhood. One reason is, while professional men in a large degree are in key positions in modern society, education has failed to discharge one of its important responsibilities, and that is developing principles and philosophy by which professional men should work. The engineers are anyone who pays them well, regardless of the social value of their services. The lawyer's skills are for sale for the right or wrong, while the physicians seek a place of largest income rather than that of service. While each may be highly skilled in the total effect, the total effect is that of great internal stress and even societal determination. That's what Dr. Radha Commission said in 1948. I think that is almost valid even today. The educational culture developed through have not met the challenges for a value-based national and human development. We want to achieve whatever others have failed or others are trying to achieve, and it all goes to the training of our teachers, the behavior of our teachers, and how they are going to shape the future of the young children. As I told you, it's not only the knowledge of subjects. Of course, they say knowledge gets doubled every 5 years. We have to be updated on in our subjects, on our knowledge, and also how to deliver this. Communication skill is very, very important for a teacher. A teacher must be always a good speaker, and that means being the medium being English. I want all the teachers to be good in English language. I would like the Academic Staff College to take this into consideration, because even if one is good in the subject, but if he is unable to express in correct English, he may not be respected, because many of the students are very good in English nowadays, especially those who studied English medium schools. So I would like to lay much emphasis on English language, because ultimately the students have to go and serve anywhere in the world. Already VIT alumni are serving in 84 countries of the world, and the maximum number is in North America. Recently, I had a meeting of all the office bearers of the various alumni associations in US and Canada. We have about more than 10,000 students there. And of course, they are spread all over, except South America. We have our alumni spread in all the continents. And it means that they will have to deliver in English. And I want the staff college to play a major role in this. There shall be no teacher who cannot speak and write correct English. Of course, all of us have studied, but I find common mistakes being committed. I always find I can't be able to say. This is used by a number of teachers, correct English, because his teacher used it. I don't want it to be repeated by our teachers so that the next generation will be saved. So English is very important. And also the subjects. Now it is growing, every day it is growing. And there are a lot of inventions. And we never thought of computer and internet. Now it has changed the whole world. And we have to be on par with the developed countries and the developed universities of the world. As the Vice Chancellor was pointing out, that we have to compete with the developed universities in US, Europe, and other countries. And it is time now that we get ready for this, and it can be done only by our teachers. So this Academic Staff College has become very, very important. And I want all the teachers to get the benefit of this Academic Staff College. We must have regular programs for both newcomers as well as already serving teachers. It should be subject-wise or otherwise also it's possible. Of course, administration is also very, very essential, because when you become at the professor level, then you will have to administer. That's also part of the Academic Staff College. And I always visualize that what is now for our teacher, 200 teachers, ultimately it should be beneficial to the whole state of Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is a growing state. It has very good potential to be one of the best states in India. And of course, I have always connections with Andhra Pradesh. I remember probably our registrar knows, I was a participant in the Jai Andhra agitation.
72.
I was the only non-Andhra who participated in the Jai Andhra agitation 1973.
72 end, 73 beginning.
Yeah. And when Narasimha Rao was the chief minister then. And of course, I had very close connections with all the tall leaders of Andhra Pradesh, like Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, Brahmanand Reddy, Channa Reddy, Vijay Bhaskar Reddy, all of them. And the operation also led by a professor from Andhra, Professor N.G. Ranga. I was close to him because he was the leader of the Sudra party when I was in the MK. So it is very good. In fact, I find among the parents who spend money on higher education, comparatively to these northern states, South India spends double. According to one estimate, they spend about 25,000 rupees per year. And the southern part of India spends 50,000. I think among the states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they spend the maximum. So it means that they give a lot of importance to higher education. And it is our duty to prepare our children for not only Indian market, but the world market. They can go and serve anywhere. And it's all possible if they have good teachers only. And I hope our teachers will be able to fulfill these aspirations. You have to inspire them. You have to guide them, because always next to the parents, it is the teacher who is a model to the students. You are being observed everywhere at any point of time. So whatever you do, the student is bound to follow. So it's not only just teaching, but also how you behave, how you treat others is also very, very important. And as I told you, it's more a service than a profession. And I congratulate all those who have joined IIT Andhra Pradesh. And Selvam is taking the trouble of doing everything possible to make this campus attractive. And I'm happy that our Chancellor, Selvam Venkatkota Reddy, has joined, who has a vast experience, not only in India, but outside the country also. And with his
What happened?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
With this mission, I hope he will succeed. And of course, in fact, I told him, when somebody from Andhra Pradesh, parents, they want to send their children to VIT Vellore. And now they should say, I want to study in Andhra Pradesh, VIT AP. That's how it should be made to begin with. Later on, you can compete with the best universities of the world. I hope this academic staff college will thrive, will function well, and it will be strengthened in the future when you have more teachers. And I want them to get people from various walks of life, the leaders in various subjects, like our Bragadiswaran is here. Professor Bragadiswaran has a vast experience in training the teachers. Such people also can be invited to talk to our teachers, and ultimately the benefit, even though it goes to the teacher, it will be passed down to the students. So I wish the academic staff college all well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. And I still recall the day when first in 2007 in the Academic Staff College of VIT Vellore, your statement is in our DNA now, which you said, you take care of your students and I will take care of you. I still recall the statement that you are a person, a visionary who takes care of teachers, so that in turn we take care of students. So all the visionary points given by you, dear Chancellor sir, will be taken very seriously. And we just want to tell you that already the Engineering Staff College of Hyderabad, Engineering Administrative Staff College, and even the Administrative Staff Colleges in the civil services. And next week we are starting with Harvard Business School and MIT School of Center for Teaching and Learning, who have agreed to do programs with our Academic Staff College. And we just want to tell you that as one family, we are so happy today that we have Director of AIC from Vellore, from Chennai, from Bhopal, that as a family we'll work together, all the Academic Staff Colleges, and build the best practices of every campus. Because I still remember that Abbott, when they asked us, when I was in Chennai and then Vellore, what are the programs you did together? That was a very big component. And there was a ranking for that also. Did you do programs together as multi-campuses? So that was the vision given by you, dear Chancellor, sir. Thank you so much for that. And we wish that with all your blessings and as a team, across all the family, group of family, we'll work the best and make our teachers to grow to a different level. So I just want to end with this, and I want to give a word of thanks to our dear Chancellor sir, to our Vice President sir, our Registrar sir, and all the deans from all the campuses, and especially Professor Bragadiswaran sir, who has been a Professor Emeritus in our Academic Staff College in VIT Vellore, Indu ma'am from Vellore, Shubhlakshmi ma'am, and Venkatesh from the ASC Chennai team. I can see them there. Thank you. Dr. Prince Jason from Bhopal, and all the staff members, faculty members who have taken time. My special thanks to the senior PRO, Srinivas sir, and the designer Ravi Thota sir for designing the plaque, and Dr. Anita ma'am for her entire guidance. I wish to thank every one of you who took your time to come for this gathering, and together let's make Academic Staff College to make VIT family as an outstanding family in our teaching. I just want to close with my own personal quotation, which I started writing in April and it became a little viral, which I learned from my chancellor sir also. No pandemic can stop any academic in VIT history. I repeat again, no pandemic can stop any academic in VIT University. So with this, we want to just give thanks to all of you that no matter we are in challenging situations, we have visionary leaders who is ready to take us through a different level. So let's do the best. I want to thank everyone for your time today. Thank you so much. So with this, we end today's inaugural address of Academic Staff College. Jai Hind. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.